Gentleman reserves. The gentleman from Missouri is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield myself such time as I may consume. I've got to talk just a little bit about the sick leave, the paid sick leave that we continue to hear about throughout this process. And you got to remember, what we're debating right now is the president's recommendation. That's what his board recommended, what they negotiated, and what the president asked Congress to support. But what is claimed is that they don't have the sick days, and that argument is very misleading. The tentative agreement found in this bill that we're debating right now, HJ Resolution 100, it provides workers with several avenues of different types of leave, which are carefully considered by members of these were very carefully considered by members of the PEB, in balance with higher levels of compensation and increased benefits. In short, the neutral appointed PEB that the president appointed rejected union demands for additional paid leave. Traditionally, labor unions have negotiated with freight railroads for very generous benefits to make up for what we consider traditional sick days. This agreement is no exception and includes a very historic 24%, and I mentioned this earlier, 24% increase by 2024 that comes with an $11,000 in back wages and an additional $1,000 a year in bonus payments. This is in addition to a very generous health care benefit which employees contribute. Think about this. Employee contributions are set at 15%. The average employee contribution for family coverage in the United States is 28% of the premium. So let's be clear. We can't have our cake and eat it too, which is exactly what the majority is attempting to do with this concurrent resolution. Rail labor is set to receive a 24% increase by 2024, and that's going to set an average wage and benefits compensation level of more than $160,000 a year. That's the highest package in almost 50 years. An average immediate payout of $11,000, and I'm repeating myself, but it bears repeating, an average payout of $11,000 in back wages and an additional $1,000 a year in bonus payments. The additional days of paid time off for all employees, it's included. So, we're talking about, we're talking about a lot of different things here, but the PEB did not miss something on this topic. Experienced, neutral PEB members studied and reviewed the issues and ultimately had to balance many competing interests to come up with this holistic recommendation for an agreement. The PEB's report recommends that any particulars about sick leave and attendance policies should be dealt with locally, not through national bargaining, and could be addressed through binding arbitration, which was refused when the National Mediation Board recommended this in June 2022. It's further stipulated that to the extent that these issues are not directly addressed by the framework, they are being indirectly addressed via compensation through much higher wages. In other words, the PEB's recommendation of 24% increase in wages for the union's request, it basically balanced off the union's request for increased paid time off. That was the debate, that was the agreement, and that's what we're being asked to support. And with that, I would reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from